Welcome back, and this is episode 4, I think, of Conflicted Space, Kerbal Space Program. Now, when we left off, we had 2 flights in progress along with the 3 probes. We had the 3 probes that are obviously, I need to turn that off here. Shut all of those off. We had the probe sent by Hexadine that was off to explore the depths of the solar system, with its first target being Eve. And we had Draxx, which had built a mining survey ship, or mining survey probe really, to explore mining on the moon. So we're going to go ahead and get back to that one. Let's go ahead and switch to that now. And we had it already set up for a close pass to kerbin, or not to kerbin, to the moon. So let's go ahead and start setting up our, let's focus here. Well, no, never mind. We'll go ahead and accelerate this so that we can have it get to its rendezvous with the moon. Now this should automatically slow down, I think, when it reaches the influence of the moon. Yep, okay. Alright, so we have that, and let's go ahead and start setting our orbital burn to bring this into an orbit around the moon. And that looks good. That looks real good. Okay. So we will go ahead and set that and reposition our vessel. Now, how much fuel am I burning? I wonder. So I need to check that. Okay. So we've still got plenty of monopropellant, and we've got plenty of liquid fuel, but only a little bit left in this rocket here. And as you can see, she's slowly working her way into position. But we don't have too many worries because we got plenty of time to line this up. And now, I mean, I know that this series is starting off really slow. I thought about just skipping... Oh, somebody's calling me. I thought about skipping a lot of this early setup, but I really want to capture the whole story of how the conflict comes about and how they progress to armed conflict with one another. So I wanted to do all of these little missions, especially since I'm really not that good at the actual process of, especially like moon landings here. Like, this is probably going to be a tragedy in the making. Fortunately, there's no crew, so I don't have to worry about that. But let's go ahead and advance this to our actual potential burn. And let's see here. Okay. So we're probably going to lose this orbital stage by the time we get close. Let's see here. We're going to probably burn it out before we finish our eventual burn to set our orbit. Alright. Now, since we don't have an indication on how long this burn is going to have to be, this may or may not be a really bad idea. But we will see what we have going on here. And again, I do need to preface this with the fact that I am terrible at these landings. I've done like 5 or 6 test landings where this thing just smashed into the surface of the moon at breakneck speeds. And that was less than favorable. Let's speed this up just a little bit more till we get down to about 30 seconds or so. And see if we can just... Okay. Let me go to the map here, and Let's just see if we can start burning. Did we lose power? Why is my... Oh. Oh, we've overshot. We've overshot. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh. Engines. Why is my... There's my engine. Okay. Let's slow our burn. Slow us down, come on. Okay, we've lost that. Let's check the map. Yeah, we're still gonna... Still gonna have to use this engine to at least slow us down a little bit. Okay. Let's hope that this is enough. And... cut the engine. Okay. That should be good enough. And that debris will go flying off into the depths of space. Sad as that is. Let's go ahead and kill this maneuver node. Okay, so we've at least got a decent orbit. And let's start trying to plan where we're going to land on this here. Alright, we're focused on that. Let's turn off the engineer for just a little bit. Let's set our cutoff to 70%. Let's see. Okay, so the metal ore spots are around... Okay, that looks like a good spot right there. So maybe if we... But that's on the dark side. I really don't like landing on the dark side because that looks like it's going to be a tricky landing. Do we have anything over on the... Okay, we have this on the light side that we could get kind of close to. Let's see what the other ores are doing. This is a dead area too, so we pretty much have to aim for this backside here if we want to do it. But I think that we should wait and let this progress through time a little bit more till that comes around to the light side. Oh, did that bring it around towards... Yeah, that brought it around to the light side. So let's see how the regular ore... Alright, so let's shoot for a landing here and see if that doesn't give us what we need. Okay. Hopefully that will... you know, I don't want to use that much fuel though, so let's... Oops, no. Let's try giving it a much lower angle, and hopefully okay, what's that periapsis at? 5. Okay, so let's bring this around to right about there, and hopefully we will be able to make that landing. No promises, but so let's go ahead and reposition. Alright, let's go back to the Space Center and control this thing here. Like I said, I am really, really shoddy at the controls on these landings. I've been utterly terrible at them. That's the debris, there's the driller. Okay. Alright, let's reposition to our arrangement here, and where's the moon? Okay, there's the moon. Alright, so we have 1 hour, so we're going to go ahead and speed this up, obviously, because we want to get that time down, but not too fast. Alright, 9 minutes. Again, I think we're going to be on the backside, which is going to really be a rough deal. But we'll do what we got to do. Alright. Alright, let's start this up. Go to the map. Bring this up. Alright, begin our burn. We gotta be mindful of that we need this fuel to get this thing down. And it's supposed to have enough thrust to offset the weight, but I don't know that that's a fact. One can only hope. Okay, so there. Alright, perfect. So let's go ahead and kill this maneuver node here. Okay, and let's see if we can let's go focus back on this here. Again, look at our ores. Okay, so we're really looking straight in to this grouping of... Oh, that looks like it's going to be a real rough landing. But don't have really much of a choice. We want to aim for right about here, but we may just shoot for the center of this as our best possible landing site, because we want that metal ore. That's what Draxx is all about. So let's go ahead and plan a maneuver to land right as we get over the periapsis. Okay. Hopefully that will be enough for us. So let's try to get into position. And I like that once you turn the focus on like that, you can see your sort of target areas. I think it kind of messes up your actual landing visibility, but gonna have to hope. Okay, let's drop. Let's drop the landing gear. Come on, landing gear. Oh wait, can't do it while we're in time warp, I think. Alright. 15 minutes, 14, 12. 9. Make sure we got plenty of light, which is good. Alright, let's put this down to normal speed. And lower the gears. Okay, so hopefully we will get this just right. Oh, that terrain looks really unpleasant. Alright, starting the burn. I don't think I brought enough fuel. Try to augment it with some RCS here. Okay. Let's just set this to stay on retrograde. And we gotta watch that vertical speed. check our map. Okay, we're gonna come right over the... Let's cut this a little bit. We're gonna come right over the top of it. Oh, that terrain is really nasty. At least we're seeing it in the light. Because that could be far worse. Hopefully we can sort of land here, or maybe up here, I'm hoping. If we have any luck at all. It looks like we're going to land right in that crater, or maybe just shy of it. Well, let's hope. Gotta watch my horizontal speed up here, or not my horizontal, my vertical speed, so that I can be sure that I'm going to have even a chance of making this landing. Only 3,000 away from the actual surface. Okay, so yeah, we are going to come up right into this area here. Okay. Only about a 1,500 foot. Start decelerating very quickly. Let's rotate this just a little bit so we have maybe a better landing profile. My shadow. There it is. Oops. A little too much there. Okay, let's see if we can augment our descent with this. We're drifting. We're drifting. Oh, no, no, no. Too much, too much, too much. Try to slow that down. Try to slow that ascent down. Okay. Alright. Gotta kill some of this lateral movement, though. Okay, try to kill some of this lateral movement. This landing is probably going to go badly. Oh! And we have a total failure. Oh, the first Draxx probe had a failed landing. Let's watch the remainder of the debris. as it tumbles over and over and over. We do have a quick save that I could load, but I want to be sort of reasonable about this, that this probe was a fail. So Draxx will have to go back to the design boards. This thing is spinning like crazy. It is just not stopping. Will not come to rest at all. As we can see some of the parts now sticking out of the top there. And it's completely out of control. So it's just going to keep tumbling until something else breaks. Anyway, that was quite the spectacular failure on the part of Draxx Industries. So obviously their plan to just immediately exploit mining is not the greatest. Let's see if this thing picks up enough speed to destroy itself completely. Oh, it's up, it's up. Come on, blow up. Come on, let's see this thing blow up some more. Oh, 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 the legs have got it up and tipping. Now, oh, God, this thing's bottom half of this is built really sturdy. It's just the engine and the control surfaces that could not handle the landing, which is sad. Really, this probably could have been a much better vessel if we had gotten. Oh, come on! Yes, yes, blow up! Come on! I don't want to have to go and pick your butt up later. So they have obviously failed in their attempt for their landing zone, which is tragic. I wonder if they'll be able to go back and salvage this thing later. Whoa, look at that. That thing is really just tumbling down this hill. Actually, wow, this is like a mountain. That was a poorly chosen landing site in general. Their greed is obviously knows no bounds, that they're willing to risk landings in spaces that are just not reasonably good for a landing. And I'm seriously wondering how far this thing is going to fall before it shatters. Because it's just debris now. But, you know, whoever can get here, if they can get a manned unit out here with, say, like a recycler, they might be able to salvage parts of this. Or even if they've got if they can get a new command system on it, they could maybe salvage this unit and turn it into something useful. But that will require that they get like a foundry up here and other stuff. But it would be really neat to see if I would kind of laugh if this thing ends up. No, it looks like it's going to come to rest here finally. Alright, well, this has been a failed sort of adventure in Whoa, it's breakdancing. This thing does not like. Okay, oh, well, looks like it has finally come to rest. Sort of. Yep, okay. It has finally come to rest. Nearly. How far is that other debris? Nearly a kilometer away from where the impact happened. It finally came to rest as nothing more than a broken and shattered piece of equipment. So I'm going to go ahead and start redesigning the next few missions. Until then, I'm Wrath, and I will catch you on the flip side.